Good morning, everybody. Today I want to show you two different mods for Dota 2. That's because I kind of want to introduce a new idea to Dota modding. Well, it's not really a new idea that I came up with, but I just kind of want to show it to you, right? So, these are not game modes, right? I wouldn't even describe them as games at all. These are more assets to the regular Dota. And I think they're really interesting as that. Now, we will take a look at two different ones. The first one, kind of shitty, let me be honest with you. It's not really that well done, but I like the idea of it. The second one, very well done, really, really good, really, really useful. Okay, so let me just go ahead and get into it. Now, the first one we will take a look at is, where is it? There we go, Dota Wardrobe. Now, this is supposed to allow you to take a look at all of the cosmetics in Dota. There are a lot of hats in Dota, right? And while, yeah, you can take a look at the full sets and everything in the Steam store, you can't really take a look at like how it looks combined with other stuff, right? For example, I only rarely use a full set. I try to combine my items, my cosmetics with other cosmetics because I feel like that makes for a much more unique and often a better look. So let's go ahead and start up the Dota Wardrobe. Now, again, this one is kind of shit, but I like the idea of it, right? So, you know, it's gonna be a little suboptimal, I suppose. Anyway, let's just get into it. This loads a little while, but oh well. I actually preloaded it, so it shouldn't take that long. But yeah, I just want to introduce that idea that these mods do not only have to be a game mode, right? We play a lot of Legends of Dota, we play a lot of, I don't know, like pretty much everything, honestly, but tree tag is something that's really popular, battleships, and all kinds of stuff. But honestly, that's not all these need to be. Now, we can take any hero we like. I'm gonna pick somebody that has a lot of cosmetics though, right? Like, I could take Shadow Fiend, which would end up being entirely pointless. So I just go ahead and grab myself a Phantom Assassin. I really like Phantom Assassin. She has a decent amount of cosmetics. And as you can see, I myself don't really have that many of them. So, now this right here is the map. There's a little bit of like, there are melee barracks and there's a tower somehow, but this is actually not really that relevant, right? I believe this is just so the mod ends up working, not so much about being playable, because this is not about playing. As you can see, there's this little, I don't know, I don't really know what this is, but it's pretty cute, right? This little altar or something. But, so let's just go ahead and take a look. As you can see, up here is what we have equipped. And this down here is what we can equip, which as you can see is a decent amount. Now, this right here, for example, would be the base.
Very well.
Oh, wait, is it? What did I just replace? I just replaced some helm. But anyway, as you can see right here, I can just go in here and just replace my items as I like. Which sometimes doesn't work, but other times it does, which would be nice if it did right there. So as you can see, right, like I can just go through and it constantly changes what I wear. And this is why I said it's a little buggy, or a little shitty, right? It is buggy, it doesn't really work that well, but I like the idea of it, right? So we can just go through and we just equip what we want. For example, if I want to go ahead and just equip an entire set. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. We got the belt right here, let's equip the cape, let's equip the helmet, let's equip the shoulder, and let's equip the sword. Boom. Now that didn't really work that well, but you get the idea. So for example, I didn't know that that was the Dragon Terror sword. I really like that sword though, so that's pretty neat. And that's really what this is about, right? This is all. Now, on top of that, you can also show animations. So, for example, I can make her run. I can make her flail. I don't really know what that is about, but it looks pretty funny, right? I can go ahead and show the stunt. I can show attacking. If it did that. Maybe I can show attacking. This does actually work sometime. Oh, there we go. Seems the only attack too doesn't work. That's a little weird. But we can channel, we can do, or maybe we can't, I don't know. But some things work, some other things don't. Again, it's really just about the idea of this mod, and I think the idea of it is very good. If you really feel like it, you can go down here and, you know, actually take a look at the set in combat that you're using, right? So I could just head down and start last hitting some creeps if I want to. I don't think you need to be on that altar to replace items. No, you don't. But I did lose my face just now, which is a little unfortunate. But yeah, so I really like the idea of this one, right? I think this is pretty fantastic, even though the mod is really bad. So let's go ahead and head on to the second one, which I think is much better. It's much better done, and it is really useful. Really useful, and it's really something that I think we are gonna see a lot of with the Dota 2 modding, and I like that. I think that's a good thing. So let's not reconnect to that game. No, thank you. And let's head over here. Neutral camp spawn. So this is a map that shows you all of the ranges and all of the visions and all of the neutral camp spawn boxes. And you're gonna see in a second, right? It's actually really cool. Though, it's loading right now. Yeah, playing mods is a little bit of a hassle, honestly. It always seems like all I do is, right, I sit down and I record a match of Legends of Dota, and then that's it. Right, but it's not actually that simple. It does actually take quite a while, because setting it up is a huge hassle. It's awful. But as you can see, there are all of these circles on the ground, and these are ranges. So as you can also see over here, I can go ahead and disable or enable them. So for example, tower ranges, I can I don't want to know how much vision they give. I don't care. Whatever. So we got that disabled now. We can disable the true sight. And now we just see how much attack range the towers have. Oh, this is actually really nice to know, right? This is pretty damn useful. Oh, okay. So this right here, if we walk like this, we can actually go past the tower range. Well, over here, that's not possible, right? You can't dodge the tower range. So this is, this is one thing. The second thing that I think is really cool is you can see the creep spawn boxes. So in case you don't know how spawn boxes in Dota work, or the neutral spawn boxes in Dota work, I guess, is there's this box, which is quite literally a box, right? You would think it's like a circle or it's something consistent. No, it's just a randomly sized box. It doesn't really make any sense, right? As you can see, this one right here, not really that big, though it kind of goes over here a little. This one, pretty big. Then we also have ones like this one, which is fucking huge, right? That's an enormous box, and this one is really small. It doesn't really make any sense, right? But that's just how it is. And as long as something is inside of one of these boxes, then you block that camp from spawning, right? So you can put a ward there, you can put a... I don't know if couriers work. I don't think couriers work, but you can put a hero there, and it's gonna block the camp from spawning. Now, you might be able to tell already, but there's a little bit of an overlap here. All right, this was known as the magic bush in Dota 1. I guess it's kind of still known as the magic bush in Dota 2. So as you can see, this thing right here, if you put a ward right on top of this, it's gonna block both this camp and this camp, because this box is freakishly large. Like, it doesn't even make any sense how large it is, but that's just how it is, right? And that's really cool. I like that a lot. So ward vision, for example, if I go back and go ahead and grab myself some wards, I can also show like how much vision those have and how much range. Now, it would probably be useful to start this with cheats. I kind of forgot about that, right? Here, so you can give yourself infinite gold and probably enable what the fuck mode. Like, that seems reasonable, but I forgot, so whatever. But yeah, I think that's really cool. So also another thing that would be useful is like, how much true sight do they have? Is true sight more than attack range? Yeah, it is. Like, the true sight of the tower is slightly more than the attack range. This is how much day vision they have. Now, of course, all of the circles at once is a little bit overkill, right? Then you're just not going to be able to tell what the hell is going on. But it's pretty neat. I still think it's pretty neat. So I guess let's sell down and grab ourselves some sentries. I just want to show like the ranges of that, right? So let's go ahead and disable all of these. And let's also go ahead and disable experience range. So as you can see, this circle right here, that's our experience range. And you might be able to tell experience range is actually freaking huge. Like, that's a lot of range on that. Wow, that's a big radius. Yeah, that's pretty neat, right? Like, to just see it like so. So, sentry. That is the range for a sentry. Isn't that neat? Isn't that just fantastic? Let's put down a ward. Boom. This is the range for a ward. That's a huge radius, right? Wards give a lot of vision. And sentries? Yeah, I guess they do give a decent amount of vision. And by the way, I think this circle is supposed to represent the vision they give, but this was patched. Sentries don't actually give any vision anymore, so I don't really know what this circle is about. But the bigger one, right? That of course shows the true side radius. So this is a really useful mod. I really like it a lot. If you just want to like go ahead and take a look at the spawn boxes, boom. And this one is a little weird though, because like this box is a little weird. This is not two separate boxes, right? This one is just weird, as in that they didn't want it to be so that if you're up here, it blocks the spawn, because that would take away the ability to jungle there with Furion, right? So they made it like so, and it seems the modder didn't know how to remove this line, but that's okay, right? That's not a big deal. I just think this is cool, right? I just think this is a cool mod. I think it's pretty useful, and it's definitely something you can use to learn. Now, I don't know if you can actually host the game in this. It would be neat to do that, right? Maybe just get some people that you want to play with, and like, okay, everybody, we got 10 people now, we're gonna play a regular match of Dota, but we're gonna have all of these boxes enabled so you get used to it, right? So you see what's going on, and that can really help. That can really help, you know, like if you see the tower ranges, then instead of always having to guess whether or not you're inside of it, right? Maybe you think the tower range goes up till here and you never dare to go closer. But it doesn't. You can walk up to here and you're going to be fine. And this is what this is going to help you with. So I really like this mod. I think this is cool, and I just wanted to show it off. But yeah, so this is also another thing that Dota 2 modding can do, and I really hope that they fully implement it sometime soon. But for the time being, I just wanted to show this off. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to leave a rating on the video, and I hope to see you tomorrow.